we were fortunate enough after the hard work of the Trade Minister to secure the Indonesian Free Trade Agreement, and it was ratified a month or two ago. So Indonesia, Vietnam and India all take significant portions of our cotton crop, and that will continue to open. I mean, talking to the industry, we're getting an appreciation there's probably been a $30 reduction per bale since this speculation has come into the market, which takes it back to around $500 per bale. And as a former agri-banker that used to bank a lot of cotton farmers, I can tell you at $500 and around that 500, they're still making a quid. So we're working with them and we're working with other markets, but we'd obviously like to make sure that we get some clarification from Chinese officials before anyone runs off in a direction that isn't constructive.
Unfortunately, this obviously isn't just an issue that is potentially isolated to cotton. We've seen what the measures that have been introduced against barley, against beef, against wine, even the prospect. I've seen some reports suggesting that wine tariffs could kick in from as soon as next week. So in terms of this relationship, is there any kind of thought in the government to taking an if the shoe fits approach and just subsidising these farmers in the short term?
No. Australia has moved away from subsidisation. We're a nation of 25 million people. We produce enough food for 75 million. So if we don't engage with the world, we don't trade with the world, we don't need as many farmers. And our competitive advantage is that we believe we can trade on a level playing field with everyone else because we have a superior product. We don't mass produce our agricultural product. So trade is so important to us, and we'll continue to make sure that we provide our farmers the opportunity to spread their risk. Year 8 business economics here in Australia, you clearly get taught not to have market concentration because that brings risk. So we have said to our exporters, whether they be cotton, wine, barley, we provided up to 14 free trade agreements around the world and give you the opportunity to spread that risk. It is a commercial decision for our exporters in every industry to make that determination. It's not the Australian government or the Australian taxpayers' responsibility to subsidise. Those are commercial arrangements that our exporters, our farmers make into which market they wish to trade. So obviously they will make assessments around the risks of trading into China, as that obviously is another simple business principle. The greater the risk, the greater reward you seek. So obviously if our farmers want to export into China, they may have different arrangements into the future with Chinese counterparts.
Realistically, are you hopeful that all of these issues with China will soon be resolved?
Well, I think we have to be pragmatic and understand that the only way to resolve this is through dialogue. And both myself and the Trade Minister, Simon Birmingham, have opened up avenues for that dialogue to take place, and will continue to. The only way to resolve misunderstandings and disagreements is to actually talk it through. But someone has to show the leadership of opening up that avenue, and the Australian government, as a good global citizen, will continue to do that. And both Simon Birmingham and I will continue to try and reach out to our counterparts to resolve any dispute or any misunderstanding that Chinese officials may have with China. We're happy to do that in a constructive way, and that's what we'll continue to do.